In this video, I'm going to be reacting to and breaking down some of my favourite ever UK DMC moments from back in the day. If you're new here, my name is Blakey and I'm a former DMC champion, and on this channel I provide educational DJ content. Every single one of these sets was a massive inspiration on me, and without these DJs I would not have gone on to become a UK DMC champion myself. I've got 13 DJs to show you, so let's get straight into it. First up, we've got DJ Wooze from the 2000 UK final. This part of his set, super original. I've never forgotten it. I love this part of this set. I actually think Wooze could have gone on to become a UK champion if he'd stuck at it, but he's done really well for himself. He's one half of Sigma, the drum and bass group. So we've got a bass tone on the left deck, 45. Those like resonant filtery EQs on that Technics mixer. And then puts the bass up of the bass tone. I'd imagine on big speakers that part of this routine is super impactful. And then the D&B switch up. Sick. Like I said, Wooze was underrated, and that guy could definitely have gone on to be a UK champion. He did go on to be a UK team champion alongside DJ Kong, but that was DJ Woo's 2000 UK final. Next, let's take a look at DJ Skully from 2002, the UK final, and he actually won that night. He was the UK champion 2002. There's a lot of controversy about him winning. Woody came second, and Woody was incredible. Woody will feature later in this video, trust me. So this is the Wiley remix of Ludacris Rollout, obviously on 45. Just love how clean this juggle is. It's flawless. Not easy to do when it's on 45 plus 8. It just makes everything harder. You just got to be so much quicker with it. You could put a metronome on this and it would be tight. I was there that night. I was actually in the final, and the crowd reaction for the whole of Skully's set was crazy. Sick. This little bit of drumming is great as well. Sick. Do you know what? We might as well watch the rest of this set. So the next bit he did was super well received, but it wasn't my favorite part of his set, but it is sick. The Groundbreaker routine. So it's this part of the routine is very simple, but super crowd pleasing. To be honest, to move the fader that quickly and do it perfectly in time is actually not that easy. I have tried doing this and it's harder than it looks. I think because he's not manipulating the records on this specific part of the routine, a A lot of like turntablist heads saw it as a little bit of a gimmick.
Tell 'em all, fuck off, cause I'm bloody wicked.
The crowd reaction he got that night was crazy. But like I said at the start, there was a lot of controversy because Woody came second, and it's criminal that Woody never won a UK title. He has won many world titles and the ITF and the Vestax, but the fact that Woody never won a UK title is kind of crazy. But Skully did something special that night. I was there. I loved that set. Skully was always a huge inspiration on me because he was the turntablist who was also a club DJ. So many turntablists didn't understand how to actually DJ at a party. Skully always knew exactly how to do that, and that was a huge inspiration on me. DJ Woody's set from that night is also incredible. It's super difficult to pick a winner, and it's one of the most controversial DMC results ever, but I'm a huge fan of Skully. Woody will feature later in this video because Woody has some of the most legendary DJ moments in the DMCs, but that right there is DJ Skully, 2002 UK champ. Next up, we've got DJ Ritchie Ruftone from Scotland, and this is actually the 2002 Battle for World Supremacy. This is one of his sets in that competition. It was nice when they allowed people to use these Vestax mixers because there were things that you could do with these Vestax mixers that you couldn't do with the Technics mixers. The Technics mixer was super simple. Ready? But this was super high tech compared to that.
That be kid a dynamite!
What motherfucker cocksucker mother? What motherfucker cocksucker motherfucker? What motherfucker cocksucker motherfucker? How's that?
These Battle for Supremacy sets allowed people to do things like that, just like use disses, and it was never a format that worked for me though, so I think I entered it once and didn't do very well, and then just stuck to the 6 minutes. And that's the thing, like, you don't have much time at all, so it has to hit and be super impactful straight away, because if it's not, then the time is over before you've even got started. That's how I felt about the Battle for Supremacy, but that competition really suited people like Ruftone, Tigerstyle, because they had the skill to just be able to be super impactful very quickly and walk away with the win. Ritchie Ruftone is a legend. Is there a DMC DJ from the UK who has appeared in more UK finals than Ruftone? I'm not sure there is. I remember seeing him in the 99 UK final, and I think he was in every UK final for many, many years. And then he eventually came back and won the UK final. I can't remember what year. Legend of the DMCs, Ritchie Ruftone from Scotland. Now, we couldn't make a UK special without including Tony Vegas' set in the 1999 World Final. He actually came second to Craze on this occasion. I think this is the closest anyone's come to beating Craze as well. No one, even till today, was as original as Tony was on this night. Love those old Stanton needles. Does anyone still use those? Let me know in the comments. So what he's doing here is he's got the mixer, let me pause it. He's got the mixer reversed. So the left up fader controls the right deck and the right up fader controls the left deck. And obviously the crossfader is also reversed. So what he's doing here is he's got his pinky finger on the right record, and that allows him to manipulate the up fader. But of course the up fader is manipulating the left deck. So he can scratch the record and actually turn the up fader on and off. And he's got a tone, a continuous tone playing on the left deck. So when he's scratching with his pinky, he's also turning the volume up and down of the tone on the other deck. No one has been this original since. So when that tone went on and off, he's doing that with the same hand he's scratching on the other deck with. Tight. The speed he's doing that with the up faders, I've tried that before and I got nowhere near. That is not easy, trust me. Let's keep watching. This is one of the greatest sets of all time. 99, I think, might have been peak World Final DMC. 98 was pretty good as well.
Funkin', funkin'.
1, 2, 3. It was a party night. Everybody was making the highs with the screaming, the bass was shaking, and it won't be long till everybody knows Vegas from the beat pop.
I think that's Prime Cuts in the background.
Vegas, baby, from the beat pop, going in.
Bass tone here on the right deck. So well constructed. The transitions are gorgeous. But like, I haven't seen anyone be this original since then, and it's 25 years ago. And also, the whole set sounds really good. It flows really well, it's all in time. Let's keep going. One more routine. So here he's really using those resonant EQs on the mixer. Needle skips there into the center, but he recovers well. So the tone just comes back in then, but styled it out. Those crabs sound great. Sick. It's easy to forget as well how big these guys were at the time. They were like superstar DJs. I remember hearing on Keller's podcast, I think it was with Tony actually, they came home from New York after this, and like a few days later they were playing at John Peel's birthday party. And obviously John Peel was one of the biggest radio DJs at the time, but these guys were huge. This was like peak interest in turntablism and the DMCs. For example, when they became World Team Champions in 1999, they made the press everywhere. They were in magazines, newspapers. The hype and interest around turntablism was massive back then. So they came back as like conquering heroes and superstars. Tony Vegas, 1999. Very quickly, before we continue with the video, if you would like to download a completely free scratch tool, the same scratch samples that I use to practice myself, then all you need to do is click the link in the description. Let's get back to the video. Next up, DJ Woody in the 2001 UK final. I mentioned before, it's a crime against DJing that this guy never won a UK DMC title, but he is a world champion with the Vestax and with the ITF, so he did very well. But this is him in the 2001 UK final. This is one of my favorite beat juggles by Woody, and there's a lot to choose from. So you can see his right turntable is not battle style, and there's a reason for that.
To do something, but being able to do it.
So what he did there, so if you watch carefully, the right record, the reason he's not got a battle style is he wants the 33 and 45 button to be where it is. He wants it to be very close to the mixer. And that's because during this juggle, he'll pull the record back and he'll play a sound on 33, and then he'll pull it back, and as he's pulling it back, he'll use his thumb to turn it on 45, so he can very quickly play a sample one after the other, one on 33, one on 45. Crazy original, and also technically super difficult. Let me rewind it just a tiny bit so you can see that. So keep an eye on the 45 and 33 buttons of both decks because he manipulates both. Crazy. They did it again there. And it's so tight. Like I said, I've tried this and it is virtually impossible. So sick. He does some crabs in a moment. Just even that technique is so difficult. So good. DJ Woody 2001 DMC UK final. Next up is the late but great DJ Daredevil from the 2005 DMC UK final. I could have picked so many different Daredevil moments. His 2003 UK final set is also a favourite of mine, but I've decided to go with his Cameron Oh Boy juggle because I just think it's incredible. Surprised I didn't see more people use this record. It's great for juggling, but no one did it like this. Sick. He's got such a delicate yet technical style. And the record provides that perfect fill moment. Sick. RIP Daredevil, one of the greatest to ever do it. That was him in the 2005 UK final. Next up is DJ Plus One in the 99 UK final. Now I could have picked from so many different moments in Plus One's DMC career, but there's something about this routine that's always stuck with me. It's one of my favorites of all time. It's a tone routine. So he has a tone, continuous tone on the right deck and a beat on the left deck, but the way that he manipulates them, I've not seen anyone do anything close ever since.
Use your head.
This style of juggling that was very, very much a Plus One style, and then bring the snare in. You can tell a Plus One juggle from 100 miles away. Here we go. It's always stuck with me, this routine. I don't know why.
Yo, stop fronting and use your head.
The sound quality in the 99 final was actually really good as well. So this sounds great.
Fronting and use your head.
so good. I remember on the VHS, after Tony Vegas won this event, he went on stage and got the mic and said that he thought that Plus One should have won. I'm glad that Plus One didn't win in 99, because if he did win in 99, we wouldn't have got Tony Vegas's 99 World Final set, which is legendary, and we also wouldn't have got Plus One's 2001 World Final set where he won the world title. So everything that should have happened that night, I think did, but it was close. But Tony Vegas's set that we saw earlier is just legendary, one of the greatest ever. And I love that routine as well. That's Plus One in the 99 UK final. Next up is DJ Tigerstyle in the 2003 Battle for World Supremacy. Now, Tigerstyle has appeared in many UK finals, but there's something about this World Supremacy routine that I just love. So he's using skipless records. So on the records, the beats are at a certain BPM, which means the needle, if the needle skips, it skips onto exactly the same part of the beat. Very technical, this routine. Love that. I actually remember watching Tigerstyle preparing for this performance, and I've seen him do that juggle for a much longer period of time, and he does different variations with it. It's one of his greatest ever. But this is a feedback routine. This is one of my favorite feedback routines I've seen, actually. Remember that period of time where feedback was a thing?
You will lose. You will lose. You will lose. You will lose.
So good.
You will lose. You will lose.
Tigerstyle is a legend of the UK DMCs. I've actually recently heard some of the music that he's producing. I'm not sure if he's put it out yet, but some of the music that this guy is creating is absolutely mind-blowing. That's Tigerstyle in the 2003 Battle for World Supremacy. Next is Mr. Thing in the 2000 UK DMC final. Let me just say straight up that this routine, in my opinion, is in like the top 5 UK DMC routines of all time. It's aged like a fine wine.
Ladies and gentlemen, now I'm sick, fed up with the bullshit.
So what he's saying there is he's sick of people using battle records in DJ sets and DJ routines.
Now I'm sick, fed up with the bullshit.
So in this routine, he counters that by actually using good hip hop. Let's take a listen. So he's purposefully got the volume a bit lower, and then
Come on, talk Come on,
such a nice, pleasant on the ears, funky scratch routine, and the whole 6 minutes is like this. Pogo loving it in the background. Beautiful, simple, lovely to listen to scratching. He actually won on the night, and I don't think he thought he would. I don't think many people did, because Plus One was supposed to be the champion. Plus One didn't perform his set perfectly. Mr. Thing was a worthy winner.
funky. Come on, talk, get funky. Come on, talk, get funky. Come on, talk, get funky.
So good.
Come on, get funky.
Let's keep this on, because the juggle he does now is A-class. This juggle is so good. Even those are just so funky and nice to listen to.
I can kick around over ill drum rolls with the I can kick around over ill drum rolls with the I can kick around over ill drum rolls. I can kick the ill drum rolls. I can kick around over ill drum rolls. The
Kicks a hi-hat.
kick snare, kicks a hi-hat. Kick snare, kicks a hi-hat. Kick snare, kicks a hi-hat. Kick snare, kicks a hi-hat. Skilled in the trade.
It's got all the technicality, all the difficulty, but it's nice to listen to. So good. I could easily watch the whole set, so let's stop right there. That was Mr. Thing, 2000 UK DMC champion, one of the greatest sets of all time. Next up, 1989 world champion Cutmaster Swift. Let's go. You may notice the gigantic turntable in the background. I don't know the story behind that. I was only 4 years old at this time. So just lining up the mix there. Just making sure it's tight so that he can do this. Look at that giant turntable. It's interesting how big a part physical interaction with the crowd played back then. Everyone just did loads of body tricks, some of them danced like that. It was such a big part of the DMCs. Let's watch a bit more. I think next up is another load of body tricks. It was such a big thing back then. Swifty's a legend, 1989 World DMC Champion. It was a very close call between him and DJ Aladdin from the USA. Aladdin's set is also legendary. It was tight, but Swifty, one of the greatest, 1989 World Champion. Next up is Madcut in the 2001 UK final. Madcut is another DJ who absolutely should have got a DMC title. He did win the UK Battle for Supremacy, I think, in the same year, 2001. So he did get a title, but he also did lots of 6-minute routines that still stand up today and have stood the test of time.
I doubt that you're ready.
But there's something about this juggle that I've always loved. Love those resonant filters on the mixer. Why has no mixer ever had the same resonant filters? Or EQs, I mean, they sound great. So good. This is so good. I feel for him because he was part of an era where you had Skully, +1, Woody. If someone did this juggle today, it would blow me away. favourite UK juggles of all time. This. That was Madcut in the 2001 UK final, one of the most underrated turntablists ever from the UK. Next up is Prime Cuts in the 1998 UK final. This is my favourite part of this routine. The whole 6 minutes is sick. There's something about this bit. Such like power scratching. No one was scratching like this in '98. Nobody. He's got the mixer reversed like Tony Vegas in the previous video. He's got plasters on his up faders, and we'll see why in a moment. Look at that, chirp flares, or just flares rather, scratching with his pinky and thumb. And then turning the beat up and down with his thumb while his pinky and his ring finger is cutting on the fader. It's making my hand hurt just watching it. Crazy. The aggression in that cutting. And then turns the volume fader down with his elbow. Legendary.
Prime Cuts!
1998 UK final, Prime Cuts. He went on to represent the UK in the world final in France. And then, of course, him and Tony Vegas and Mr. Thing and First Rate the following year won the World DMC teams. And that is the next video. Next up, probably the greatest team routine of all time, Scratch Perverts 99. Let's go. Again, this is another set that sounds great. You could listen to this. It's like a mixtape. So you've got Mr. Thing there doing the drumming, the kick and the snare. Next up is the diss that they do to the Allies, who were their biggest competition that year. It was Craze and A-Track and Infamous. This is one of the greatest disses of all time in any battle.
I have this message for all of you.
You all believe that? Praise. To the one that they go praise. Next up, yo, I believe that's infamous.
I'm gonna knock your ass out too.
Heard of us. Next up, you all believe that? A-track.
I don't think so. And sir,
This bit as well.
as the Allies' plane comes into land,
Sounds exactly like a stuttering airplane.
well, looks like that's the end of the Allies then.
So those are my favourite UK DMC DJ moments from across the years. If you think I left anyone out, feel free to let me know down in the comments. Hopefully I'll see you on the next video.